Alright, YouTube, Reezonoticz back with my second part, my part 2 of my brand new Nintendo Gamecube collection update. Let's just jump right into it, man. Last time we left off at Soul Calibur 2, epic fighting game. Best version of the game is the Gamecube version. Next, we're going to jump right into the rest of it, starting off with an epic launch title for the Nintendo Gamecube. My favorite launch title out of the three, though the three were spectacular, and that is Wave Race Blue Storm. Hell of a sequel. Does more than justice to the original smash hit on the N64 and ups the ante with far better graphics, great water physics, changing conditions from lap to lap on each track, amazing track design. Some of your old favorites return. We get some brand new epic tracks, man. Very strong character AI, especially as you rise up in difficulty. Very fierce competition. Great. And we got finally what the original didn't have, which I don't know if you can see it right there. 4 players, not just split screen, 4 players can go at it in this craziness, man. Great sequel, great racing game. You need to have it if you have a GameCube. Then we got one of my favorite GameCube games of all time. Came out cross-platform, but again, the best version is the GameCube version. And it is a player's choice game, and that is Simpsons Hit and Run. Grand Theft Auto, strip away the violence, the drugs, and all the bull crap, and put in the quirkiness, funniness, sarcasticness of the Simpsons universe. And you got Simpsons Hit and Run. Delivered in a Grand Theft Auto type way, it is a 3D adventure game in the Simpsons universe with all the comedy, all the original voice acting is there. Very well done, man. This is an epic game for the GameCube. Next, we got a gem, another player's choice, and that is Sonic Mega Collection. Right here, we're talking about 7 classic Sonic titles wrapped into one little disc, faithfully recreated. Original music and sound and graphics and everything are there for you to relive your Magic Genesis days if you don't happen to have an actual Genesis physically in your house. And you got Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spinball, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Beam Machine. So you got plenty of choices to choose from in the Sonic universe. Thank you. Amazing. I love it. Next, we have a game I had never heard of until I purchased it. I went to a play and trade about a year or so back. Saw it for about $5. I said, man, let me pick it up, man. I'm always trying to expand my different libraries, and I was on the lookout for GameCube games that day, and I got it. Called Rogue Ops. This game came out in 2003, about 2 years after the launch of the GameCube, and it's got really good graphics, that's for sure. Controls are a little difficult. They're kind of like the old school Resident Evil controls, where no matter what, up is forward and left is left, no matter what way the camera's facing. Takes some getting used to. Didn't play it very much. Played it a little bit. It's not amazing. It's not bad either. It's it's a typical espionage game. She used to be a part of the CIA, and they burned her, and now she's trying to get back at them, and yada yada yada. It's alright. It's not bad. Next, classic, Resident Evil 0. This is before Resident Evil 1. Obviously, 0 is before 1, and this is an epic Resident Evil title for the GameCube. Takes place, most of it, on a train, on a deserted train that's just running crazy on the tracks towards a certain destination, and it's got the zombies and the creatures and all that, and it gives you a lot of insight into the pre-story of Resident Evil. Very great, very good game. Just awesome, and you control 2 characters at once. I'm not a big Resident Evil fan, so I don't know if that's the first time that ever happened in the series. I'm pretty sure it is, but you control 2 different players at once, and you can switch on and off between them and be in different parts of the worlds. Different part of the train, trying to get objectives done intermittently. So it's a great Resident Evil title, and it just delivers across the board. Next, this is an epic classic. Everybody loves this. A lot of people get the Wii version over the GameCube version, but it didn't come out until years later. It is Resident Evil 4. This is the best Resident Evil ever made. Better than 5, better than 1, better than all of them. And it was exclusive to the GameCube for about a year and a half until PlayStation had to get their own version, and it's vastly inferior to this one. The graphics on this are amazing. The suspense, the fear, the gameplay, the story, it's all awesome. And it's the first time there's no slow-moving zombies. There's some fast, smart thinking, pack hunting villagers. There aren't zombies. They aren't slow. They aren't decaying. They're hunting them. And it's very fast, very intense, very scary. Very well done. And as we know, the Resident Evil games started on PlayStation, but when Nintendo got a hold of them and remade them and did their own, they just took over. Awesome, awesome title. Next, it's a 3rd installment in a franchise that I hold dear to my heart. It's very fun to play, and I think it's the best installment of the entire series. and that is Rampage Total Destruction. This game is Rampage, man, just like Rampage World Tour, Rampage Universal Tour on the N64, but this one has more than just the 3 monsters, Lizzie, Ralph, and George. You have about 20 to 30 monsters that you can pick from, and you go saving them and unlocking them as you go through those different worlds, destroying them. Worlds are in full 3D, a lot more detailed, a lot more things to destroy, things to eat, a lot more power-ups, just an overall better experience. And the graphics are very nice, very 3D, nicely animated. It's very well done. I love the colors. I love the look of each animal, and it also has a classic version of the original NES Rampage. You can see right there a screenshot of it in this disc. So it's just a Rampage love letter to Rampage fans. Love this game. Definitely need to get it. Next, Need for Speed Underground. Need for Speed was a franchise that started on the PlayStation 1. Had pretty good games, I'm not gonna lie, but they were never like, oh my god, must-have games. And then after the same kind of thing for 3 or 4 games, it kind of got stale. And this was the game that made Need for Speed relevant again. Not only relevant, must-have. It's underground street racing, very much in the vein of the Fast and Furious movies, where you just get any old car, even a Hyundai Tiburon, and soup that puppy up, and it's just gorgeous, man. And the NOS and the effective speed in this game is very real. Great tracks, great story. It's just a very well thought out racing game, and it brought the franchise back. This is a definite must-have, man. Next, we got NBA Street. Alright, y'all love NBA Jam on the arcades and the Super Nintendo and Genesis. Well, in this generation, in this era, NBA Street was the 3D version of NBA Jam. Take your favorite NBA players and forget the arenas. Go out to the courts, to the playgrounds, man, to the cage, you know what I'm saying? And just extreme, crazy, well animated, very realistic looking dribbling moves and one type basketball. And the game breakers were crazy. And you actually could go toe to toe with MJ. Michael Jordan is actually in the game. So very well done basketball game. I might actually pop this in after I'm done with this video because I haven't played this in a minute. Very good for NBA fans. Next, 007 Agent Under Fire. Now, the James Bond's games were always, especially the first-person shooters like this, were always trying to recover from GoldenEye. GoldenEye was just a masterpiece, and there was no way you can get any better. So they kind of started downgrading, getting a little bit worse. But this one was actually a very good attempt, very well thought-out game, good story, James Bond universe, all the gadgets, all the guns, the women, everything, the music, split-screen 4-player mode for that mayhem that you love to do with your friends when you're talking about 007. It's a very well done game. You know, not GoldenEye, but it's very fun, very well done. Good graphics and all that. Next, Disney's The Incredibles. I inherited this from my little sister. When she got rid of her Gamecube, I just took all her games. She asked me if I wanted them. I said, hell yeah, I like building my collection. And it basically follows the movie exactly. You know, movie license games usually suck. This one is not that bad. It's not that great. It's just your typical Disney game. Play as all the different members of the Incredibles family. You know, the father, the mother, the kids, and all that. You fight Syndrome. You know, it's pretty good. Done by THQ. Good graphics. Feels just like you're watching the movie, really. Next, my wife loved this game. She was addicted to it. I was too for a little while. Player's Choice, Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. This is basically a farm life simulator. It's a life simulator on a farm, growing crops, raising livestock, finding a wife, raising a family. Very fun, cutesy animation style, which worked very well, but still 3D, very, very well detailed. I think it was an early game actually for the Gamecube. It came out in 2004, not really, but still very well done, very addicting, and it's just one of those nice long games that you could just get absorbed in for over a year playing it and still not get halfway through. It's like that. It's a very good game. That's my time for part 2. We'll do a part 3 because we still got a good stack of games over there to go. So I hope you've enjoyed this so far, man. Like I said, I don't think the GameCube is the best system of all time, like my boy Nintendo Fan 75, but I respect his opinion because it is definitely one of the best consoles of all time. It's just an amazing console with an amazing library, and I have so many more games to go. So let's just get to part 3. God bless y'all. Check out part 3, and let's stay gaming.